Hi guys, it's Stock Curry, and I just want to thank you guys so much for your support of this channel over the past 3 months. In just 2 weeks, I'm going to be quitting my job to focus on YouTube full time. Now, YouTube doesn't exactly replace my income right now, but hopefully it will one day. Mainly, I'm just tired of getting 3 or 4 hours of sleep a night. Right now, I'm working 18-hour days. It's getting ridiculous, and I just want to spend time with you guys. I want to help you guys make as much money as possible and be as successful as possible. So I'm going to quit my job so I can help you guys as much as possible. We're going to be doing some great things starting around the middle of April. I really look forward to it. I hope you look forward to it too. There's a couple of things that I want to go over before we get into today's stock picks. First of all, watch out for scammers. They have been bombarding not only my channel, but all of the stock channels lately. If you see anybody who mentions anything about a WhatsApp or contact my broker, that is not me. That is a scammer. Please do not contact them. Do not talk to them. Just report them to YouTube. Next thing I want to talk about is, please, if you are a praying person, please, please, please pray for Stock Mo. Stock Mo's daughter has the CV pandemic flu, and now Stock Mo is feeling sick. So please pray for him. We need Stock Mo. He's our EV expert. The next thing I want to go over is I have seen a lot of questions from new traders, both in our free community group, We Profit Day and Night. By the way, if you want to join that group, there's a link in the description of this video. It's a free group. Just get on there, join, and you can ask whatever questions you guys want. I've also seen a lot of questions in the comments. People have been messaging me with questions. And I'm realizing that there's a lot of new traders on this channel, and that's great. I love it. Welcome. If you're a new trader, you just started trading a few weeks ago, a few months ago, maybe you haven't even made your first trade yet, welcome to the channel. I'm going to help you profit day and night on this channel. So you might have questions about margin, options, whether or not to hold a losing stock, when to buy, when to sell, how to do technical analysis, things like that. If you're a new trader and you find yourself confused and having a lot of questions, I highly recommend that you enroll in ZipTrader U. Now, ZipTrader U is run by ZipTrader. I really love this course, so I reached out to him to see if he could get me a discount for viewers of this channel, and he graciously went ahead and did that for you. And so ZipTrader U is great. It will answer your questions. It's going to help you out with your emotions. ZipTrader U is going to teach you how to trade profitably so that you can start making money in the stock market. And if you want to take a look at ZipTrader U, I have a link for it in the description of this video. I also secured a 15% discount for you. So all you have to do is look in the description of this video, follow the instructions, and you'll get 15% off ZipTrader U. Finally, please be very careful about when you buy stocks and what stocks you buy right now. The technicals across the market are very bearish right now. So make sure that the stocks you are buying are showing confirmation of rebounding before you buy them. And also make sure that you set very tight stop losses because the stocks could go down further. So please be very careful. I don't want to see anybody get burned. Wait for confirmation of a rebound before you buy. And if you do buy, make sure you set a tight stop loss. All right, guys, let's get into today's stock picks. For those of you who are new to this channel, my name is Stock Curry. I used to work as an analyst for some large investment banks, and now I analyze stock picks on YouTube. I spend hours every single day watching YouTube videos from the top 10 YouTubers so that you don't have to. All you have to do is watch one video each day and you will get every single stock pick from the top 10 YouTubers. And all I ask in return is that you hit that like button, subscribe, and click the bell icon so that you can get notified when I release my next video. In fact, I'll give you 5 seconds to do that right now. All right, before we get into today's stock picks, I just want to remind everyone that I am not a financial advisor and none of the YouTubers I follow are financial advisors either. Today's video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who are wondering, you are currently looking at the Webull desktop app. Webull is the app that I use for my trading, and it is also the app that I use in all of my videos. Now, taking a quick look at the markets, we can see that the Asian markets are up right now. Of course, they were up yesterday, and that did not help Monday's prices, but you never know. Maybe if we get a second day in a row up on the Asian markets, then Tuesday will be up for us as well. Let's hope. All right, let's get into today's stock picks. First up is ACIC. This is the SPAC, and they're merging with Archer. Archer is an American electric air taxi manufacturer. Keen and Grace let us know that ARK Invest included ACIC in their new ARKX ETF. This is a disruptive company in the new air taxi space, and the stock is really cheap right now. This is a SPAC with a $10 redemption value, so it has almost no downside risk. Honestly, anything under $11 is a great buy on ACIC. Next up is ARDX. This is ARDX, and they're a pharmaceutical company. They have one drug in phase 3 trials. Those phase 3 trials have gone well so far, and ARDX is working with the FDA through their Prescription Drug User Fee Act, or PDUFA program, to help ensure successful results. But just keep in mind that phase 3 trials are still ongoing. If they have successful phase 3 results and successfully get FDA approval, then Keen and Grace showed us that ARDX has an average analyst price target of $14, which represents a 130% upside from Monday's closing price. Keep in mind that ARDX will only reach that price target if they successfully get FDA approval. The earliest ARDX could get FDA approval would most likely be sometime in 2022. And since ARDX only has one drug in their pipeline, that makes this one of the riskiest pharmaceutical stocks you can buy. If the phase 3 trials show poor results, or if they fail to get FDA approval, you can expect ARDX to drop down to $1 or less very quickly. Because this is a very risky play, I recommend you keep your investment in ARDX quite small. I personally will not be buying this stock. It is beyond my personal risk tolerance. Next up is ARKX. This is ARK Invest's new Space Exploration ETF. ARK Invest announced that their new ARKX ETF will start trading on Tuesday. Only 80% of the stocks in their portfolio will be related to space exploration. As a result, companies like Netflix, ticker symbol NFLX, were included in the fund. Regardless, most stock prices are really cheap right now, so there is a very high chance that ARKX will rise in value quickly. Keen and Grace recommends buying ARKX. As with many new stocks, or in this case ETFs, I recommend dollar cost averaging in over the first 3 weeks. You can do that by adding a small amount each day or every other day, or just buying once a week for 3 weeks. Any way you choose to do it, dollar cost averaging in is usually your best bet. We don't have technical data to figure out where the price is going, so spread out your buys so that you don't end up overpaying for this ETF. Next up is BIDU. This is BIDU, and they're a Chinese internet search company similar to Google. They are also expanding their business line and trying to get into EVs. The traveling trader let us know that BIDU was caught up in the Archegos Capital liquidation, and the stock was down much further than it should have been. BIDU did bounce nicely off the 200-day EMA on Friday, and it also retested the 200-day EMA on Monday. If you want to buy BIDU, now is a great opportunity to buy BIDU for cheap. I will give you a buy-in price of $225, an ideal buy-in price of $200, and a stop-loss price of $190. I will also let you know that the average analyst price target is $354, which represents a 73% upside from Monday's closing price. Next up is BNGO. This is Bionanogenomics. Chris Sain recommended buying BNGO late Sunday night. Personally, I would wait just a little bit longer. The EMAs, MACD, and RSI are all bearish right now. I will give you a buy-in price of $7, an ideal buy-in price of $6.75, and a stop-loss price of $5.95. Next up is CHPT. This is ChargePoint, and they are the largest charging station company in North America with 73% of the market share. Stockmo said he bought CHPT today. It should be noted that this was purchased in Stockmo's YouTuber stock picks portfolio, which is chosen by his viewers, and that is not necessarily Stockmo's stock pick. Next up is FTFT. This is Future FinTech, and Chris Sain mentioned FTFT again late Sunday night. This closed above the 21-day EMA today, which is bullish. The MACD is also slowly rising, as well as the RSI, so that is bullish as well. The bullishness is weak, but it is there. Chris Sain has a $10 price target on FTFT. I have an $8.50 price target on FTFT. Either way, this stock still has quite a bit of upside potential if you want to open a position. Next up is GRPN. This is Groupon, and the traveling trader included Groupon in his list of the best stocks to buy now. Groupon recently did a share offering, which is why the stock was down. It did find support at the 50-day EMA, and now the RSI and MACD are both rising. so the technicals are actually quite bullish right now. In addition, GRPN reported good earnings last quarter, and this also makes a great pandemic reopening play. If you want to buy GRPN, now would be a great time to buy and open a position. I will give you a buy-in price of $50, an ideal buy-in price of $48, and a stop-loss price of $45. Next up is IDEX, which reports earnings on Wednesday. This is Ideanomics. They make a wireless charging station for EVs, similar to how your phone charges on a wireless charging pad, and they are involved in many other products and businesses as well. Larry Jones covered IDEX today after his viewers asked him to review the stock. Now the technicals are still bearish, so it looks like IDEX may continue to fall, perhaps down to the 200-day EMA at around $2.30. However, it has been holding its current price for the past 2 days, so that is bullish. In other words, we don't really know what IDEX is going to do right now. If it can start going back up and close above $2.85, and we get a golden cross on the MACD, that is confirmation that I would be looking for before buying. Otherwise, if it drops, I would be looking to buy in at around $2.30 or $2.40. Next up is MRO. This is Marathon Oil, and they're an oil company. The traveling trader included MRO in his list of the best stocks to buy now. The traveling trader let us know that MRO is still trading at a discount compared to the price of oil. In addition, this still has about a 30% upside back to all-time highs. Next up is NIO. This is NIO, and they're a Chinese EV manufacturer. The traveling trader thinks NIO might just be dropping because TSLA is dropping because TSLA has failed to deliver on a lot of their promises, such as deliveries of their Cybertruck. Of course, NIO is still dealing with its own problems, such as the factory shutdown and semiconductor chip shortage. So just keep your eye on NIO. If it rebounds and starts going back up, then it would be a great stock to buy. But if it continues dropping, and especially if it drops below the 50-week EMA, then you'll want to consider selling and waiting for NIO to bottom out before buying in. Now personally, I think we have strong support here, but we'll have to see what happens. The technicals are all still very bearish. The traveling trader recommends selling cash-secured puts in order to buy NIO, and I don't think that's a bad idea. Next up is PENN. This is PENN National Gaming. They're an online and brick-and-mortar gambling company. The traveling trader included PENN in his list of the best stocks to buy now. PENN was recently included in the S&P 500 and has now done the typical post-news sell-off. It is currently trading at the 100-day EMA. Tuesday will be crucial for PENN. If PENN continues to drop, then it could drop all the way down to the 200-day EMA, which closed Monday at $79.81. However, if PENN rebounds Tuesday, then it could go up and eventually reach new all-time highs. This should be a long-term hold for you once the time is right to buy in. PENN is both a pandemic recovery play, as they have brick-and-mortar casinos that will hopefully reopen soon. It is also an online gambling stock, which should do well as more and more states legalize online gambling. Next up is PLTR. This is Palantir, and they're a data analytics company. The traveling trader included PLTR in his list of the best stocks to buy now. Chris Sain also mentioned PLTR late Sunday night. Personally, I do not recommend buying in yet. It's still quite bearish on the MACD, RSI, and EMAs. I'm going to give you a buy-in price of $21, an ideal buy-in price of $20, and a stop-loss price of $19.50. If you currently have PLTR, I would just recommend setting a stop-loss at $19.50 and holding. The traveling trader recommended selling cash-secured puts in order to buy PLTR because that will lower your overall cost basis. And if you do buy PLTR, or if you currently own PLTR, you'll be happy to know that Chris Sain gave PLTR a $50 price target. Next up is SQ. This is Square, and Chris Sain recommends buying SQ. He gave a buy-in price of $215. Personally, I have a buy-in price of $210, an ideal buy-in price of $200, and a stop-loss price of $180. Chris Sain said he is going to be adding more money to his account so that he can buy more SQ. I personally like SQ because it gives you coverage to banking stocks, but it's also a great growth stock. Next up is UPST. This is Upstart, and they're a lending company. ZipTrader mentioned UPST late Sunday night. He let us know that Upstart is unique because they use AI to make lending decisions, which lowers their risk and also their costs. ZipTrader did say to wait for a dip and gave a $110 buy-in price and a $100 ideal buy-in price. Next up is WKHS. This is Workhorse, and they're an American commercial EV manufacturer. Keen and Grace let us know that ARK Invest included WKHS in their new ARKX ETF. There is now a small chance that WKHS could still win the USPS contract. 13 House Democrats are urging the U.S. Postal Service to halt implementation of their contract with Oshkosh, ticker symbol OSK, and instead reconsider Workhorse. The reason is because Oshkosh plans to build a mix of gasoline-powered and electric vehicles, rather than all-electric vehicles. Remember that President Biden's executive order requires the entire federal fleet to switch to 100% electric. So Oshkosh's decision to provide gasoline-powered vehicles to the USPS defies the president's executive order. Now, regardless of whether or not WKHS gets all or part of the USPS contract, Workhorse remains a great company with a contract backlog going all the way into 2022. Because of that, the average analyst price target is $16.50, which represents a 27% upside from Monday's closing price. Next up is WMT. This is Walmart. I talked about the stock a few weeks ago when it was trading below $130 and said it would be a great stock to buy. Now it's risen all the way up to $136. The traveling trader let us know that WMT historically performs very well after Easter. And that's one reason why he included it in his list of the best stocks to buy now. And it hasn't recovered much from the correction, so there's still quite a bit of upside potential in WMT. It also bounced off of the 100-week moving average, which has been a strong level of support for WMT going back years. This is a great stock to buy anyway, and it also is a great stock to get into your portfolio to help you diversify if you are heavy on technology stocks such as EVs. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video and got a lot out of it. Comment down below what your favorite stock pick is. And if you want to get some free stocks, sign up for Webull using my link in the description below. When you sign up, they're going to give you 2 free stocks worth up to $1,850. They're also going to give me 1 free stock, so it helps you out and it also helps the channel out. Finally, remember to hit that like button, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you haven't already. I hope you have a lot of success trading, and I will see you tomorrow.